The Stoic method.
Welcome to our insightful exploration of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy with profound relevance in today's world. In this session, we'll delve into how Stoicism, embraced by thinkers like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, and reinterpreted by contemporary authors like Ryan Holiday, simplifies the intricate decisions we face daily. I'll share not just historical insights but also personal experiences and modern examples, bridging the gap between ancient wisdom and our current challenges. Join me as we uncover 7 practical Stoic strategies to make clear, rational choices, enhancing both personal growth and peace of mind. Stoicism, born in ancient Greece and Rome, teaches the art of living in harmony with nature, focusing on what's within our control while accepting what isn't. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher-emperor, profoundly stated, "It is the power of the mind to be unconquerable." Stoicism isn't just about enduring life's storms, it's about steering through them with a composite and rational mind. This philosophy isn't just theoretical, it's a practical toolkit for simplifying life decisions, fostering clarity, rationality, and inner tranquility. 1. Distinguishing between control and concern. Stoicism teaches the vital distinction between what we can control and what lies beyond our influence. This principle significantly simplified my own career decisions. By focusing on my strengths and preferences instead of unpredictable market trends, I found clarity and peace. When we apply this in our lives, we concentrate our energy on actionable areas, reducing needless worry about external factors. This mindset fosters a more focused and efficient approach to decision-making. 2. Embracing objective judgment. Stoicism champions objective judgment, steering us away from emotional biases. Consider how your last major decision might have been different with this approach. By prioritizing facts and logic over emotions, we anchor our decisions in reality. This was a game changer for me when resolving a personal conflict. By removing emotional biases, I could see the situation more clearly and act wisely. This approach ensures our decisions are well-grounded and less prone to the whims of fleeting emotions. 3. Valuing virtue over external outcomes. Stoicism advises making decisions aligned with core virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation. This principle provided profound clarity when I faced a choice between a high-paying job and one aligning with my values. Opting for the latter, rooted in virtue, brought a deeper sense of fulfillment. When we base our choices on virtues, they become more straightforward and meaningful, moving beyond mere external success to true personal satisfaction and integrity. 4. Practicing mindful reflection. Regular self-reflection is a cornerstone of Stoicism. It helps in understanding our true motivations and desires, leading to more authentic and clear decisions. When I began practicing daily reflection, I noticed a shift in my decision-making process, becoming more aligned with my true self rather than external expectations. This practice of introspection encourages us to look inward, evaluate our choices, and ensure they resonate with our genuine goals and values. 5. Accepting impermanence. Embracing life's impermanence and change leads to adaptable, flexible decision-making. When I experienced a significant personal loss, this Stoic principle was a guiding light, helping me accept the inevitable changes and make peace with them. It taught me that embracing change is not about resignation, but about understanding the transient nature of life. This acceptance allows us to make decisions that are not rigidly anchored, but are adaptable to life's ever-changing circumstances. 6. Cultivating inner tranquility. Stoicism emphasizes maintaining inner peace regardless of external circumstances. A tranquil mind, akin to a still lake, reflects clear and balanced decisions. In stressful situations, I have found this practice invaluable. By cultivating a calm inner state, we can approach decisions with a balanced perspective, free from the distortions of stress and anxiety. This tranquility enables us to weigh options with clarity and composure, leading to more thoughtful and effective choices. 7. Engaging in proactive action. Stoicism encourages proactive rather than reactive decision-making. This involves making choices based on thoughtful consideration and foresight, not just in response to immediate events. Adopting this approach in my career planning led to more deliberate and goal-aligned choices, rather than just reacting to opportunities as they arose. Proactive decision-making empowers us to shape our paths actively, leading to outcomes that are more aligned with our long-term goals and personal values. Reflect on a recent challenging decision. Did you focus on elements within your control? Were your emotions clouding your judgment? Imagine applying these Stoic strategies. How might they have altered the outcome or eased the process? Understanding and practicing these principles can transform not only how we make decisions, but also how we view life's challenges. Consider the life of Cato the Younger, a Roman statesman known for his steadfast commitment to Stoicism. Cato often found himself navigating the complex and treacherous waters of Roman politics, facing ethical dilemmas and personal challenges. His unwavering adherence to Stoic principles like virtue, justice, and objective judgment was legendary. For instance, during the tumultuous era of Julius Caesar's rise to power, Cato's decisions were profoundly influenced by his Stoic beliefs. He consistently chose the path of integrity over convenience or safety, even when it led to personal loss or hardship. His life exemplifies how Stoicism can guide us through complex decisions, encouraging choices based on principle rather than expediency or emotion. Cato's story is not just a historical account, it's a powerful testament to the timeless relevance of Stoic philosophy in guiding ethical and clear decision-making. In closing, these 7 Stoic strategies offer a roadmap to simplified, clear decision-making. By embracing control, objectivity, virtue, reflection, impermanence, tranquility, and proactivity, we navigate life with a composed mind. Let's apply these principles, as Epictetus suggested, to listen more to our inner wisdom for truly resonant decisions. For more insights into Stoicism's practical applications, consider subscribing for more content like this. Delve into Ryan Holiday's works for a contemporary understanding of Stoic philosophy. Start integrating these strategies into your life and witness the clarity and simplicity they bring. Share your Stoic journey in the comments below.
Stoic method.
Hello and welcome, everyone. Today we're diving into a philosophy that's not just ancient history, but a living guide for our hectic, modern lives. Stoicism. In our world, defined by rapid change and challenges that can feel overwhelming, Stoicism shines as a beacon of practical wisdom. In this journey, we'll explore 6 compelling reasons why Stoicism isn't just relevant but essential today, offering invaluable lessons on resilience, inner peace, and ethical living. Stoicism, born in the bustling markets of ancient Greece and the power corridors of Rome, is a philosophy that champions virtue, rationality, and emotional resilience. Thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus believed our true well-being hinges not on external events, but on how we respond to them. In our fast-paced, complex world, this Stoic focus on inner tranquility, moral clarity, and control over our reactions is more than just helpful. It's a survival toolkit. 1. Cultivating resilience in the face of change. In our era of unprecedented change, fostering resilience is crucial. Stoicism teaches us to remain adaptable and composed amidst life's inevitable shifts. This philosophy views change not as a disruption, but as a natural progression of life's cycle. When I encountered a drastic career change, it was Stoicism's teachings that guided me to accept and adapt, rather than resist. This mindset shift is pivotal in today's environment, where industries and careers evolve rapidly, and flexibility can determine our success and well-being. 2. Fostering emotional intelligence and control. Our world often seems designed to test our emotional limits. Stoicism offers a way to develop emotional intelligence, enabling us to understand, process, and govern our emotional responses constructively. Applying Stoic principles, I've learned to manage stress and react to challenging situations with a calm, reasoned approach. This skill is particularly valuable in our increasingly interconnected world, where emotional agility can aid in navigating diverse social and professional landscapes with grace and effectiveness. 3. Encouraging ethical living and integrity. In a world where ethical dilemmas are increasingly complex, Stoicism's focus on virtue and integrity offers a clear moral compass. It urges us to consider not just the legality or outcome of our actions, but their moral underpinnings. Stoicism teaches us to live in harmony with our deepest values, promoting honesty, fairness, and justice. The tale of Cato the Younger, known for his steadfast moral integrity, even in the face of overwhelming political pressure, is a powerful example. This principle is especially relevant in our current climate, where ethical boundaries are often tested, and the temptation to compromise our values for short-term gains is high. 4. Promoting mindfulness and present living. Our hyper-connected, fast-paced lifestyle often leads us away from the present moment, causing stress and a feeling of disconnection. Stoicism advocates for mindfulness, encouraging us to focus on the present and find joy in the ordinary. This has been a personal journey for me, learning to appreciate the now rather than getting lost in past regrets or future anxieties. It's a skill that enhances life's quality, fostering a sense of peace and contentment in a world that often values productivity over well-being. 5. Building stronger personal relationships. In our complex social fabric, Stoicism's teachings on empathy, understanding, and patience are vital. These principles have revolutionized my personal relationships, transforming potential conflicts into opportunities for deeper connection and understanding. Stoicism advocates for seeing things from others' perspectives and responding with compassion, which can lead to more fulfilling and sustainable relationships. In an era where social media often dictates the quality of our interactions, returning to these fundamental Stoic principles can help us build more authentic and meaningful connections. 6. Finding contentment in simplicity. In contrast to the relentless pursuit of more that characterizes modern consumer culture, Stoicism invites us to find contentment in simplicity. It teaches us to derive happiness not from material possessions, but from living a life rich in virtue and meaning. Reflecting on this Stoic principle has led me to appreciate what I have, fostering a sense of gratitude and satisfaction in a world often obsessed with the pursuit of material wealth. This approach to life can be incredibly liberating, allowing us to focus on what truly matters and find joy in the simple pleasures of life. Now reflect on how these Stoic principles resonate with your life. Can adopting a Stoic approach help you tackle today's challenges? How might this philosophy reshape your perspective on growth, relationships, and life's uncertainties? In our rapidly changing world, Stoicism offers a timeless toolkit for inner peace and rational response. Consider the strength and tranquility you could gain by applying these principles and how they might transform your approach to the complexities of modern living. When we delve into the historical accounts of leaders like Marcus Aurelius, we uncover a profound testament to the power of Stoicism. Aurelius, a Roman emperor, faced immense pressures and challenges, yet he remained steadfast and effective, thanks in large part to his Stoic beliefs. His writings, particularly Meditations, offer a window into how Stoicism can guide effective leadership and personal resilience. In the modern era, Stoicism continues to inspire leaders across various fields. Consider the story of Admiral James Stockdale, an American naval officer held as a prisoner of war for 7 years during the Vietnam War. His survival and resistance against all odds were heavily influenced by the Stoic principles he learned from Epictetus. Stockdale credited Stoicism with providing him the mental fortitude to endure captivity and torture without losing hope or integrity. Stoicism's relevance in our world is undeniable. Its teachings on resilience, emotional intelligence, ethical living, mindfulness, relationship building, and contentment offer a robust framework for the complexities of modern life. By integrating Stoic principles, we're not just surviving, we're thriving, approaching our personal and professional challenges with wisdom and balance. For those eager to delve deeper into Stoicism and apply its wisdom to today's world, consider subscribing for more insights. Dive into the writings of Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus. Join me in exploring practical exercises and daily practices that bring Stoic principles to life. Remember, a more fulfilled and balanced life might just be a Stoic principle away. Thank you for joining me in discovering why Stoicism is more relevant than ever.
The Stoic method.
Hello and welcome everyone. Today we're unraveling the truths about Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that's not only survived but thrived into the 21st century. Popular yet often misunderstood, Stoicism is more than just a collection of quotes or a stoic response to life's challenges. It's a profound, practical philosophy that provides essential insights for modern living. As we dive into what Stoicism truly means, I invite you to reflect on how its accurate understanding can profoundly impact our lives today. Join me in this enlightening journey to rediscover Stoicism. Stoicism, at its core, is about cultivating self-control and resilience to transcend destructive emotions. It asserts that true happiness lies in virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Renowned Stoic thinkers, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, didn't just seek to understand the world, but to navigate it virtuously. Their teachings, far from being outdated, address our modern struggles head-on, offering timeless wisdom for dealing with stress, achieving happiness, and living ethically. Number 1. Stoicism is about suppressing emotions. This widespread misconception misinterprets Stoicism as advocating for the suppression of all emotions. However, Stoicism, in its essence, encourages the understanding and management of emotions, not their denial. It guides us to establish a healthy relationship with our feelings, urging us to react to them with reason and constructive action. This nuanced approach is crucial in a world where emotional intelligence is increasingly recognized as vital, alongside intellectual ability. By understanding our emotions and their origins, we learn to respond to life situations with clarity and wisdom, rather than being impulsively driven by fleeting feelings. The 2. Stoicism means indifference to the world. Often mistaken for apathy, Stoicism is sometimes wrongly equated with a lack of concern for worldly matters. In contrast, Stoicism encourages active engagement in the world and a conscientious performance of societal roles. It's about caring deeply and genuinely for life's critical aspects, while maintaining a sense of tranquility in the face of external chaos. This philosophy teaches us to distinguish between what is within our control and what isn't, urging us to invest our energy wisely in actions that are within our sphere of influence. Lesson 3. Stoics are unemotional. The idea that Stoics are devoid of emotions is a gross oversimplification. Stoicism acknowledges that emotions are a natural part of human experience. The philosophy, however, emphasizes mastering harmful emotions through reasoned thought. A Stoic experiences the full range of human emotions, but learns not to be overwhelmed by them, maintaining a balanced and composed demeanor. Stoicism teaches that it's not the emotions themselves that are problematic, but our reactions to them. By understanding our emotional triggers and responses, we can navigate life more smoothly. Number 4. Stoicism is pessimistic. Some view Stoicism as inherently pessimistic, focusing unduly on negative aspects of life. In reality, Stoicism promotes a form of realistic optimism. It teaches the practice of premeditatio malorum, which involves the anticipation of potential challenges, not as a form of worry but as a preparation tool. This mental exercise is designed to fortify us against life's inevitable difficulties, enabling us to face them with a resilient and prepared mindset. Number 5. Stoicism is only for the intellectually elite. The belief that Stoicism is exclusively for the intellectually elite is a misconception. Stoicism offers practical wisdom that is accessible and applicable to everyone, irrespective of their intellectual background. Its teachings provide a framework for living a more fulfilling life, addressing universal themes such as dealing with adversity, personal growth, and the pursuit of virtue. These principles are not confined to academic discourse, but are meant to be lived and practiced in everyday life. Number 6. Stoicism ignores pleasure and comfort. It's often misunderstood that Stoicism advocates a life devoid of pleasure and comfort. Rather, Stoicism warns against the overindulgence in and dependence on transient joys. The philosophy teaches the enjoyment of life's pleasures, but with a mindful awareness of their fleeting nature. It encourages a balanced approach to happiness, recognizing that while pleasures are part of life, They should not be the sole focus or become a source of attachment. 7. Stoicism is outdated. Some may claim that Stoicism, as an ancient philosophy, has no place in the modern world. On the contrary, the principles of Stoicism are remarkably relevant today. Its focus on personal responsibility, inner peace, and ethical living resonates strongly in our contemporary, often chaotic society. Stoicism provides timeless guidance for leading a life that is both meaningful and grounded, offering insights into how to handle the complexities and uncertainties of modern existence. Now reflect on these misconceptions. How have they shaped your understanding of Stoicism? Can recognizing the truths behind these misconceptions alter how you might integrate Stoic principles in your life? I encourage you to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments. Let's engage in a meaningful discussion and learn from each other's perspectives on Stoicism. Consider Admiral James Stockdale, who relied on Stoicism during his time as a prisoner of war. His story is a powerful testament to Stoicism's practicality, a philosophy not just in theory, but as a lifeline. Moreover, let's look at everyday examples. People using Stoic principles to manage stress, make ethical decisions, or navigate personal challenges. These stories highlight Stoicism's versatility and adaptability to various life situations. In debunking these 7 misconceptions, we reveal a Stoicism that's dynamic, practical, and deeply relevant. It's a philosophy that champions emotional intelligence, active participation in the world, and resilience. As you go about your life, remember the true essence of Stoicism, a guide for leading a fulfilled, virtuous existence. It's not just a philosophy of the past, but a beacon for the future. If you're inspired to delve deeper into Stoicism, consider subscribing for more insightful content. Explore the works of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, and discover how their wisdom can be applied to your life. I recommend starting with Marcus Aurelius' Meditations or Seneca's Letters from a Stoic for an insightful read. Understanding Stoicism correctly is the first step to harnessing its powerful principles. Thank you for joining me on this journey to rediscover Stoicism, and don't forget to share your Stoic experiences and insights. Together, let's explore this rich philosophical tradition and its application in our modern world.
The Stoic Method.
Greetings, everyone. In today's fast-paced world, our mornings often start in a rush, clouded by stress and chaos. What if we could change that? Imagine starting your day with a sense of calm, focus, and resilience. That's exactly what we're diving into today with 10 Stoic habits that transform your morning routine. Stoicism, a philosophy as practical as it is profound, offers more than wisdom. It offers a way of living. Today, we'll explore how to infuse our mornings with Stoic principles to set a positive tone for our day. Founded in the 3rd century BC, Stoicism teaches living in harmony with nature and embracing our inner virtues. Philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus weren't just theorists. They were practical thinkers, embodying the principles they preached. At its heart, Stoicism tells us while we can't control external events, we can control our responses. This idea is transformative, especially in our morning routines, where we lay the foundation for our day. Number 1. Wake with purpose. Begin each day with a deliberate sense of purpose. Recall the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, who saw each day as a privilege. Before getting out of bed, take a moment to think about what you can offer the world today. This doesn't have to be a grand plan. It can be as simple as a commitment to kindness or to face challenges with grace. The key is in shifting your focus from the mundane to the meaningful, transforming your daily routine into a purposeful journey from the moment your eyes open. Number 2. Reflect in silence. Embrace the calm of the early hours for quiet reflection. This could involve a meditation session, reading something contemplative, or simply sitting in silence, letting your thoughts wander. Seneca, a strong advocate of morning reflection, believed this time helps prepare the mind for the day's tasks. Reflect on your actions, align with your core values, and mentally equip yourself for the day's challenges. This practice of inward contemplation sets a calm and balanced tone for your entire day. 3. Embrace the present. Each morning, make a conscious effort to live in the present. Stoicism teaches the value of focusing on the now, as this is where we exert the most influence. Avoid the temptation to dwell on past mistakes or future worries. Instead, focus on the immediacy of the morning, the aroma of your coffee, the quiet before the world awakes, the feeling of a fresh start. This practice not only enhances mindfulness, but also anchors you in the reality of the present, making each moment count. Ver 4. Exercise. Self-discipline. Physical exercise should be a cornerstone of your morning routine. This isn't just about physical health. It's a powerful tool for cultivating mental and emotional resilience. Epictetus emphasized the importance of self-discipline as a form of inner freedom. Choose an activity that suits you. It could be an intense workout, a brisk walk, or some simple stretching. The act of regular exercise, especially in the morning, instills a sense of discipline, elevates your mood, and energizes your body for the day ahead. Number 5. Practice gratitude. Dedicate a moment each morning to practice gratitude. This can be done by writing in a journal or simply pausing to mentally acknowledge the things you're thankful for. List 3 things that bring you joy or comfort. It might be as profound as the love of your family or as simple as the beauty of a sunny morning. This daily practice of gratitude is deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy, focusing on what we have rather than what we lack. It fosters a sense of contentment and positivity, essential for facing the day's challenges with a balanced perspective. Number 6. Consume wisely. Morning is also a time to be mindful of consumption, both in terms of food and information. Adopt a Stoic approach to your morning diet. Nourish your body with wholesome, energizing foods and avoid the temptation of unhealthy choices. Similarly, be selective about the information you consume. Choose reading materials or news that enrich your mind and soul, steering clear of negativity or stress-inducing content. This mindful approach to consumption sets a healthy tone for both your body and mind. Number 7. Rehearse the day's challenges. Mentally prepare for the day's potential challenges, a practice known in Stoicism as premeditatio malorum. Visualize different situations you might encounter and how you can respond to them with composure and wisdom. This mental rehearsal not only builds resilience, but also equips you to handle situations with a clear mind, reducing anxiety and enhancing your problem-solving skills. Cultivate indifference to indifference. As part of your morning routine, practice being indifferent to things that are beyond your control. This might mean not getting frustrated over a traffic jam, unexpected rain, or a minor inconvenience at home. By focusing on what you can control, your reactions and actions, you maintain your inner peace and conserve your energy for matters of true significance. 9. Seek wisdom. Dedicate a portion of your morning to the pursuit of wisdom. This could involve reading a few pages from a Stoic text, listening to a thought-provoking podcast, or watching a short educational video. Let this time in the morning be a period of intellectual nourishment, setting a tone.
The Stoic method.
Greetings, friends. Today, we're diving into a philosophy as timeless as the stars, yet as practical as your morning coffee. Stoicism, a robust school of thought, offers us tools for mastery of self and unyielding focus. Whether you're a busy professional, a student, or simply someone seeking mental clarity in our chaotic world, these ancient insights are your key to a revolution in productivity and concentration. Stoicism isn't just philosophy, it's a toolkit for life. Developed in the bustling markets and grand halls of ancient Greece and Rome, it survived the test of time. Thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus didn't just ponder life's big questions. They provided actionable advice for maintaining focus amidst life's storms. Embrace amor fati, love of fate. Picture this. You're deep in work, and suddenly your phone buzzes. Frustrating, right? But what if, instead of annoyance, you saw it as a chance to strengthen your focus? That's amor fati. Each distraction becomes a tool, not an obstacle, teaching us to refocus with grace. Premeditatio malorum, anticipation of challenges. Imagine a runner visualizing the race ahead, foreseeing each hurdle. This is premeditatio malorum. By expecting potential distractions, we equip our minds to remain steadfast. It's like mental training for the marathon of a focused life. Mindfulness, living in the now. Here's a question. Where are your thoughts right now? Stoicism teaches us the power of the present moment. By focusing on the here and now, we escape the clutches of past regrets and future worries, finding a haven of concentration. Voluntary discomfort. Ever tried working in a coffee shop despite the noise? That's voluntary discomfort. Stepping outside our comfort zone, we build a robust concentration muscle, immune to the usual distractions of daily life. Reflective journaling. Let's get personal. Every evening, I jot down moments when I lost focus and why. This Stoic practice of reflection turns experiences into lessons, forging a path to improved concentration. Dichotomy of control. Stoicism draws a line between what's in our control and what's not. Focusing on what we can change, our effort, attitude, and attention empowers us. It's a mental shift from feeling helpless to being in charge of our focus. The view from above. Ever zoomed out on Google Maps, seeing the world from above? Stoics do this mentally. By visualizing our life from a higher perspective, petty distractions lose their grip, and we focus on what truly matters. Pause for a moment. Think about your last week. How many times did you lose focus over things out of your control? Can you see a reason where a Stoic approach might sharpen your concentration? 7. Unshakable Stoic practices for ultimate concentration. RTF. Consider Marcus Aurelius, Rome's philosopher king. Leading an empire, he faced endless distractions. Yet, his writings, filled with Stoic wisdom, show a mind laser-focused on virtue and duty. Then there's Seneca, navigating the treacherous waters of Roman politics. His letters reveal a clarity of thought, undisturbed by external chaos, thanks to his Stoic practices. Now, let me share a modern story. A friend of mine, a software developer in a bustling city, found himself constantly distracted. Applying these Stoic practices, especially reflective journaling and the view from above, he transformed his workdays into models of productivity and focus. Stoicism, my friends, isn't just about enduring hardships. It's about transforming them into stepping stones towards a focused and meaningful life. By weaving these 7 practices into your daily routine, you'll not only improve your concentration, but also discover a more composed and purposeful existence. If this journey through Stoic wisdom has sparked your interest, I invite you to dive deeper. Subscribe for more content that bridges ancient philosophy and modern living. For those eager to explore further, I recommend Ryan Holiday's engaging works on Stoicism, offering a fresh perspective on these timeless teachings.
The Stoic method.
Welcome to our insightful exploration of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy with profound relevance in today's world. In this session, we'll delve into how Stoicism, embraced by thinkers like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, and reinterpreted by contemporary authors like Ryan Holiday, simplifies the intricate decisions we face daily. I'll share not just historical insights but also personal experiences and modern examples, bridging the gap between ancient wisdom and our current challenges. Join me as we uncover 7 practical Stoic strategies to make clear, rational choices, enhancing both personal growth and peace of mind. Stoicism, born in ancient Greece and Rome, teaches the art of living in harmony with nature, focusing on what's within our control while accepting what isn't. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher emperor, profoundly stated, "It is the power of the mind to be unconquerable." Stoicism isn't just about enduring life's storms, it's about steering through them with a composite and rational mind. This philosophy isn't just theoretical, it's a practical toolkit for simplifying life decisions, fostering clarity, rationality, and inner tranquility. 1. Distinguishing between control and concern. Stoicism teaches the vital distinction between what we can control and what lies beyond our influence. This principle significantly simplified my own career decisions. By focusing on my strengths and preferences instead of unpredictable market trends, I found clarity and peace. When we apply this in our lives, we concentrate our energy on actionable areas, reducing needless worry about external factors. This mindset fosters a more focused and efficient approach to decision-making. 2. Embracing objective judgment. Stoicism champions objective judgment, steering us away from emotional biases. Consider how your last major decision might have been different with this approach. By prioritizing facts and logic over emotions, we anchor our decisions in reality. This was a game changer for me when resolving a personal conflict. By removing emotional biases, I could see the situation more clearly and act wisely. This approach ensures our decisions are well-grounded and less prone to the whims of fleeting emotions. 3. Valuing virtue over external outcomes. Stoicism advises making decisions aligned with core virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation. This principle provided profound clarity when I faced a choice between a high-paying job and one aligning with my values. Opting for the latter, rooted in virtue, brought a deeper sense of fulfillment. When we base our choices on virtues, they become more straightforward and meaningful, moving beyond mere external success to true personal satisfaction and integrity. 4. Practicing mindful reflection. Regular self-reflection is a cornerstone of Stoicism. It helps in understanding our true motivations and desires, leading to more authentic and clear decisions. When I began practicing daily reflection, I noticed a shift in my decision-making process, becoming more aligned with my true self rather than external expectations. This practice of introspection encourages us to look inward, evaluate our choices, and ensure they resonate with our genuine goals and values. 5. Accepting impermanence. Embracing life's impermanence and change leads to adaptable, flexible decision-making. When I experienced a significant personal loss, this Stoic principle was a guiding light, helping me accept the inevitable changes and make peace with them. It taught me that embracing change is not about resignation, but about understanding the transient nature of life. This acceptance allows us to make decisions that are not rigidly anchored, but are adaptable to life's ever-changing circumstances. 6. Cultivating inner tranquility. Stoicism emphasizes maintaining inner peace regardless of external circumstances. A tranquil mind, akin to a still lake, reflects clear and balanced decisions. In stressful situations, I have found this practice invaluable. By cultivating a calm inner state, we can approach decisions with a balanced perspective, free from the distortions of stress and anxiety. This tranquility enables us to weigh options with clarity and composure, leading to more thoughtful and effective choices. 7. Engaging in proactive action. Stoicism encourages proactive rather than reactive decision-making. This involves making choices based on thoughtful consideration and foresight, not just in response to immediate events. Adopting this approach in my career planning led to more deliberate and goal-aligned choices, rather than just reacting to opportunities as they arose. Proactive decision-making empowers us to shape our paths actively, leading to outcomes that are more aligned with our long-term goals and personal values. Reflect on a recent challenging decision. Did you focus on elements within your control? Were your emotions clouding your judgment? Imagine applying these Stoic strategies. How might they have altered the outcome or eased the process? Understanding and practicing these principles can transform not only how we make decisions, but also how we view life's challenges. Consider the life of Cato the Younger, a Roman statesman known for his steadfast commitment to Stoicism. Cato often found himself navigating the complex and treacherous waters of Roman politics, facing ethical dilemmas and personal challenges. His unwavering adherence to Stoic principles like virtue, justice, and objective judgment was legendary. For instance, during the tumultuous era of Julius Caesar's rise to power, Cato's decisions were profoundly influenced by his Stoic beliefs. He consistently chose the path of integrity over convenience or safety, even when it led to personal loss or hardship. His life exemplifies how Stoicism can guide us through complex decisions, encouraging choices based on principle rather than expediency or emotion. Cato's story is not just a historical account, it's a powerful testament to the timeless relevance of Stoic philosophy in guiding ethical and clear decision-making. In closing, These 7 Stoic strategies offer a roadmap to simplified, clear decision-making. By embracing control, objectivity, virtue, reflection, impermanence, tranquility, and proactivity, we navigate life with a composed mind. Let's apply these principles, as Epictetus suggested, to listen more to our inner wisdom for truly resonant decisions. For more insights into Stoicism's practical applications, consider subscribing for more content like this. Delve into Ryan Holiday's works for a contemporary understanding of Stoic philosophy. Start integrating these strategies into your life and witness the clarity and simplicity they bring. Share your Stoic journey in the comments below.
The Stoic Method.
Have you ever felt overwhelmed by things beyond your control, or wondered how to find joy amidst life's challenges? Welcome, friends, to a journey where ancient wisdom meets modern living. Today, we delve into Stoicism, a philosophy over 2,000 years old, yet astonishingly relevant in our quest for happiness. In a world often obsessed with material success and external validation, Stoicism redirects us toward the essence of inner peace and the beauty of simple joys. Stoicism, born in the heart of ancient Greece, is more than a philosophy. It's a guide to living well. Embraced by luminaries like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, Stoicism teaches the art of distinguishing what we can control from what we cannot. It's a philosophy where true happiness isn't derived from external possessions or accolades, but rather from our own thoughts, actions, and reactions. Stoicism invites us to accept life as it unfolds, not as we wish it to be, encouraging us to live authentically in harmony with nature's flow. 1. Understand what's within your control. When facing life's uncertainties, distinguish between what you can and cannot control. This Stoic principle is like steering a ship in a vast sea. You can't control the wind or the waves, but you can adjust your sails. Apply this in daily life. If you're upset by traffic, remember that you can't control the congestion, but you can control your reaction to it. Choose a podcast, an audiobook, or some calming music. This shift in focus transforms frustration into an opportunity for personal time. 2. Embrace change as a natural part of life. Change is as natural as the seasons. Stoicism teaches us to welcome it rather than resist it. Imagine a tree that bends with the wind. It's resilient. In life, when faced with unexpected changes, a sudden job transfer, or an unforeseen circumstance, instead of resisting, ask yourself how you can adapt and grow from this experience. Embracing change as a part of life's journey can turn challenges into opportunities for personal development. 3. Find contentment in simplicity. In a world that often equates happiness with material possessions, Stoicism invites us to find joy in the basics. Think about a time when a simple meal, a walk in the park, or a heartfelt conversation brought you immense joy. These moments are reminders that happiness often lies in life's simple pleasures. By appreciating these, we cultivate a sense of contentment that isn't easily swayed by external circumstances. 4. Practice gratitude. Gratitude is a cornerstone of Stoic happiness. It's like a muscle that gets stronger with practice. Start or end each day by listing 3 things you're grateful for. It could be as simple as a good cup of coffee, a call from a friend, or the comfort of your home. This practice shifts focus from what's lacking to the abundance present in our lives, fostering an attitude of appreciation and joy. 5. Manage desires to avoid unnecessary disappointments. Stoicism advises us to be mindful of our desires. It's like setting sail with a map. Knowing where to go helps avoid getting lost in the sea of wants. Reflect on your desires and question their origin. Are they truly necessary for happiness, or are they influenced by external pressures? By understanding and moderating our desires, we can prevent many of life's disappointments and find peace in what we already have. 6. Cultivate personal virtue. Stoicism holds that virtues like honesty, justice, courage, and wisdom are the true riches of life. Think of these virtues as guiding stars in the journey of life. Each day, strive to live by these principles. When faced with a difficult decision, ask yourself, is this the honest, just, or courageous thing to do? This commitment to virtue leads to a life of integrity and satisfaction. 7. Develop emotional resilience. Stoicism doesn't mean being emotionless, but understanding and managing our emotions effectively. Picture emotions as waves in the ocean. They are natural, but it's essential to learn how to navigate through them. When faced with anger, anxiety, or sadness, acknowledge these feelings, but also question their source and validity. This approach allows us to respond to life situations with clarity and balance, rather than being overwhelmed by emotional tides. 8. Practice mindfulness and live in the present. Stoicism encourages us to live fully in the present, akin to immersing oneself in the beauty of a single moment. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to dwell on past regrets or future anxieties. Mindfulness is the practice of anchoring ourselves in the now. Focus on your breath, the sounds around you, or the task at hand. This presence of mind opens up the richness of the moment and reduces worries about what has passed or what is yet to come. Let's pause for a moment. Think about your daily life. Are there aspects you cannot control that consume your thoughts? When was the last time you paused to appreciate a simple joy or expressed gratitude? Stoicism isn't just a philosophy, it's a practical toolkit for a fulfilling life. Reflect on Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher. Despite his immense power and wealth, his pursuit of happiness was rooted in Stoic practices, valuing virtue and inner peace above material wealth. Consider also a contemporary example, a busy professional overwhelmed by the demands of modern life. By applying Stoic principles, focusing on what they can control, practicing gratitude, and embracing simplicity, they transformed their life from one of stress and dissatisfaction to one of contentment and joy. In our exploration of 8 Stoic lessons for a happier life, we've uncovered timeless wisdom, the importance of focusing on what we can control, embracing change, finding joy in simplicity, practicing gratitude, managing our desires, cultivating virtue, developing emotional resilience, and living in the present. These principles offer a path to true happiness and contentment from within. If these Stoic teachings resonate with you, I encourage you to dive deeper. Subscribe for more insights, explore the works of Stoic philosophers, and perhaps most importantly, apply these lessons in your daily life. Remember, the path to a happier life isn't found in external achievements or possessions, but in mastering our own thoughts and actions. Let's embark on this journey together, learning and growing each step of the way. Remember, as Seneca once said, life, if well lived, is long enough. Let's make every moment count.
The Stoic Method.
Welcome, everyone. Today we're embarking on an insightful journey into Stoicism, a timeless philosophy that has profoundly influenced thinkers throughout history. Particularly relevant to individuals aged 25-55, Stoicism offers deep insights into achieving and maintaining success. We'll uncover 8 pivotal lessons Stoicism teaches about success. These aren't mere theoretical concepts, they are actionable insights that can profoundly reshape our approach to success in life. Originating in the Hellenistic period, Stoicism is a philosophy emphasizing self-control, resilience, and inner peace. Marcus Aurelius, a notable Stoic, once said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This philosophy invites us to view challenges as opportunities and to concentrate on our reactions to circumstances rather than the circumstances themselves. In terms of success, Stoicism offers a unique framework for understanding and achieving it without being overwhelmed. 1. Defining success internally. Stoicism teaches that real success is internal, focusing on personal growth, virtue, and living true to one's values, rather than external achievements or societal recognition. This perspective encourages us to evaluate our successes based on our adherence to personal ethics and self-improvement, rather than external accolades. Reflect on how your achievements align with your inner values and how you can redefine success to be more personally fulfilling. 2. Embracing challenges. According to Stoicism, challenges are not obstacles but catalysts for growth. Success involves facing adversity head-on, learning from it, and emerging stronger. Each challenge is an opportunity to test our resilience and adaptability. Consider how you can view difficulties in your life as chances to grow rather than setbacks to avoid. 3. Focus on what you can control. Stoicism emphasizes concentrating on our actions, responses, and thoughts, while accepting what is beyond our control. In pursuing success, it's crucial to distinguish between these and invest our energy where it truly matters. Reflect on aspects of your life that are within your control, such as your attitude and effort, and how you can positively influence these areas. 4. Practicing mindfulness. Success in Stoicism involves being fully present and engaged in each action, cultivating a deep awareness of the current moment. This practice enhances the quality of our work and our life satisfaction. Challenge yourself to be more mindful in daily tasks and observe how this changes your experiences and outcomes. 5. Valuing persistence over perfection. Stoicism advocates for a mindset of persistence, teaching that success is a product of ongoing effort and learning from failures, not achieving perfection on the first attempt. Embrace the process of trial and error, understanding that each step, no matter how small, is progress. Reflect on a situation where persistence led to improvement or success in your life. 6. Developing emotional resilience. Stoicism teaches the development of emotional resilience, the ability to remain stable and effective regardless of emotional states. This skill is crucial in handling both success and failure. Consider how you can cultivate a balanced emotional response to life's ups and downs, enabling you to make reasoned decisions and maintain inner peace. 7. Pursuing continuous growth. In Stoicism, success is seen as an ongoing journey of self-improvement and constant learning, not a final destination. Embrace the mindset of a lifelong learner, always open to new experiences and knowledge. Reflect on an area of personal or professional life where you can commit to continuous growth and development. 8. Practicing gratitude and humility. Stoicism reminds us to stay humble and grateful, recognizing the role of external factors like timing and luck in our successes. Regularly practicing gratitude can shift our focus from what we lack to what we have, fostering a positive mindset. Each day, take time to acknowledge and appreciate the good in your life, however small it may seem. Now, let's reflect more personally. How does your definition of success align with your values and virtues? How do you typically react to challenges and setbacks? Imagine integrating these Stoic principles into your life and consider how they could reshape your journey toward success. The journey of Epictetus, from his humble beginnings as a slave to becoming one of the most influential Stoic philosophers, is a testament to the power of Stoic principles. His life exemplifies how internal values, resilience, and focusing on controllable aspects are pivotal in achieving true success. Epictetus's teachings, especially his emphasis on the importance of inner freedom and the ability to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, continue to inspire millions. In a contemporary context, consider the story of Ryan Holiday, an author and entrepreneur who has successfully applied Stoic principles in the 21st century business world. His journey from dropping out of college to becoming a renowned media strategist and best-selling author illustrates how Stoicism's focus on discipline, perception, and resilience can be effectively integrated into modern life. Holiday's works not only reflect his deep understanding of Stoicism, but also demonstrate its practicality in today's fast-paced and often unpredictable business environment. His ability to navigate challenges, from professional setbacks to personal trials, while maintaining a Stoic composure, offers a modern-day blueprint for applying ancient wisdom to achieve success and personal growth. In summary, Stoicism provides invaluable lessons for achieving and managing success. It teaches us to define success internally, embrace challenges, focus on what we can control, be mindful, value persistence, develop emotional resilience, engage in continuous growth, and remain humble and grateful. These lessons ensure our path to success is sustainable, fulfilling, and deeply aligned with our core values. As Marcus Aurelius aptly put it, Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. If you're keen to dive deeper into Stoicism and its application in modern life, especially in the realm of success, please subscribe for more insightful content. For an in-depth exploration, I recommend reading Ryan Holiday's books for a contemporary perspective on these timeless Stoic principles. Start applying these lessons in your life today and witness their profound impact on your journey to success. Thank you for joining me in this exploration of Stoic wisdom.
The Stoic Method.
Welcome, everyone, to our exploration into the timeless wisdom of Stoicism and its profound teachings on personal integrity. In our fast-paced, often ethically complex world, where we grapple with moral ambiguities and challenging principles daily, the Stoic perspective provides not just insight, but a beacon of guidance. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy birthed in the 3rd century BC, offers valuable lessons for living a life characterized by honesty, responsibility, and moral courage. Today we'll navigate together through these waters, exploring how these lessons apply not only in professional ethics and personal relationships, but also in the face of societal pressures. These 8 Stoic teachings are more than philosophical concepts. They're practical tools for anyone aspiring to a life of principle and honor. The great Stoic philosophers, such as Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, didn't just ponder abstract concepts. They lived them. They placed personal integrity at the heart of a well-lived life, teaching that true fulfillment stems not from external accolades or achievements, but from living in harmony with one's deepest values and principles. In our modern era, bombarded by external pressures and temptations, these Stoic lessons on integrity are not just relevant, but essential. They offer a robust framework for ethical decision-making, for living authentically, and for maintaining honor in a world that often seems to reward the opposite. 1. Living in harmony with your values. Stoicism teaches the importance of aligning your actions with your core values, a principle that challenges us to make decisions rooted in our deepest beliefs, even under pressure. For instance, I recall a situation where I had to choose between a lucrative job offer and a role aligned with my values. It was a difficult decision, but choosing the latter provided a profound sense of fulfillment and integrity. Living in harmony with your values often means making sacrifices, but these choices define who we are and lead to true contentment. 2. Practicing honesty in all dealings. Honesty, a fundamental Stoic virtue, demands truthfulness in words and actions. This principle extends beyond avoiding lies. It encompasses the avoidance of half-truths and omissions that mislead. It reminds me of a colleague who, despite the risk of losing a major client, disclosed a mistake made in a project. His honesty not only salvaged the client's trust, but also set a high ethical standard for the team. Practicing honesty, even in small matters, builds a reputation of trustworthiness and integrity. 3. Taking responsibility for your actions. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of owning your actions and their consequences. This principle is about more than admitting mistakes. It's about actively learning from them and making amends. A personal example is when I had to apologize and correct a miscommunication in a team project, which taught me the value of accountability in building trust and respect. Taking responsibility is a sign of maturity and a cornerstone of ethical living. 4. Exercising moral courage. Moral courage, a crucial Stoic virtue, involves standing up for what is right, even in the face of adversity. This might mean challenging unjust practices in your workplace, or defending someone's rights, even when it's unpopular. I remember an instance where a friend spoke out against unfair treatment in her office, despite potential backlash. Her courage inspired others to stand up too, showcasing the ripple effect of moral bravery. Exercising moral courage often means facing personal risks, but it's essential for maintaining one's integrity. 5. Practicing self-control. In Stoicism, self-control is essential for maintaining integrity. It's about resisting short-term temptations and impulses that conflict with long-term values. An example is choosing to not react in anger during a heated argument, but instead responding thoughtfully. This self-control not only prevented escalation, but also allowed for constructive communication. Practicing self-control in emotions and actions is challenging but crucial for ethical living and maintaining personal and professional relationships. 6. Being fair and just in all interactions. Fairness and justice are integral to Stoic integrity. This involves treating others equitably and considering the broader impact of your actions. For instance, as a team leader, ensuring that all team members are heard and valued, regardless of their status or tenure, is a practical application of this principle. It's about creating an environment where fairness prevails, leading to more collaborative and respectful interactions. Embodying fairness in daily interactions, especially in positions of authority, is vital for fostering trust and respect. 7. Valuing humility and self-reflection. Stoicism promotes humility and ongoing self-reflection, encouraging us to acknowledge our limitations and be open to growth. This might involve seeking feedback and being willing to change course based on new insights. A personal experience involved receiving constructive criticism on a project, which initially was hard to accept, but ultimately led to significant improvements in my work. Valuing humility and engaging in self-reflection are critical for personal and professional development, allowing us to evolve continuously. 8. Fostering empathy and understanding. Empathy and understanding are crucial for ethical living. This means striving to understand others' perspectives and considering the emotional impact of your actions. For example, in a conflict situation, taking the time to genuinely listen and understand the other person's viewpoint can lead to more empathetic and effective solutions. Practicing empathy involves stepping out of your own viewpoint, recognizing others' feelings and experiences, and acting with compassion. This approach not only resolves conflicts more effectively, but also builds deeper connections with others. Now, let's reflect on our lives and decisions. Where could we better embrace these Stoic teachings? How might our personal and professional lives benefit from a stronger commitment to integrity? Consider Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor who, amidst countless ethical dilemmas, steadfastly adhered to Stoic principles. His writings and meditations reflect an unwavering dedication to integrity. In the modern era, think of leaders or public figures who embody these virtues, making tough decisions based on principle, not expediency. Their stories can be a source of inspiration and guidance for us. In summary, these 8 Stoic lessons provide a powerful framework for living with personal integrity. They guide us to align our actions with our values, practice honesty, assume responsibility, exhibit moral courage, exercise self-control, be fair and just, value humility, and foster empathy. By living these principles, we pave the way for a life of true honor and fulfillment. Thank you for joining this journey through Stoic wisdom. If you're inspired to delve deeper into Stoic philosophy and its application in ethical living, please subscribe for more content. Remember, a life of integrity is a life well lived. Embrace these Stoic principles today for a more principled and honorable life.
The Stoic method.
Welcome to our enlightening journey where we delve into the profound synergy between Stoicism, a timeless philosophy, and the contemporary movement of minimalism. Stoicism, championed by historical figures like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, has offered timeless insights into a life of purpose, simplicity, and fulfillment for centuries. These teachings echo strikingly in the minimalist lifestyle, a way of life cherishing the essence and discovering richness in simplicity. Today, we'll navigate through 8 pivotal Stoic lessons to uncover how these ancient principles can profoundly enrich a minimalist way of life. At its heart, Stoicism teaches the art of living in accord with our true nature, focusing on what genuinely matters while shedding the superfluous. Consider Epictetus, who profoundly stated, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." This philosophy underscores the pursuit of internal fulfillment over external gains, advocating a life marked by simplicity and clarity. It's about discerning the essentials and finding joy in that simplicity. As we explore these Stoic teachings, We also weave in personal stories and experiences that bring these ancient concepts to life in today's world, demonstrating their timeless relevance. 1. Understanding what is truly necessary. In Stoicism, discerning between needs and wants is paramount. Minimalism echoes this by encouraging a lifestyle centered around necessities, not excesses. For instance, when I advised a writer overwhelmed by her busy schedule, we identified core activities essential for her well-being and career. By focusing on these and shedding fewer commitments, she not only found more time, but also enhanced her creativity and output. 2. Valuing inner wealth over material possessions. Stoics teach that true wealth is internal, our virtues and wisdom. Minimalism likewise shifts focus from material accumulation to internal richness. I remember a banker who, despite his affluence, found greater satisfaction in his spiritual journey and volunteer work. This shift from materialism to inner fulfillment greatly improved his life quality, aligning with both Stoic and minimalist principles of valuing inner wealth. 3. Practicing gratitude for what you have. Gratitude is central to both Stoicism and minimalism. It transforms our perspective from longing for more to appreciating what we have. A personal example is when I started maintaining a gratitude journal. This simple practice of acknowledging daily blessings significantly reduced my desire for material possessions and deepened my contentment with the present, perfectly encapsulating the minimalist and Stoic ethos of finding richness in simplicity. 4. Focusing on quality over quantity. Stoicism's preference for quality over quantity is mirrored in minimalism's ethos. Choosing meaningful engagements over numerous superficial ones brings clarity and value. A colleague of mine applied this principle by downsizing her extensive but unfulfilling social circle, focusing instead on deepening a few cherished relationships. This not only simplified her social commitments, but also led to more genuine and fulfilling interactions, exemplifying quality over quantity. 5. Embracing simplicity in lifestyle. Both Stoicism and minimalism advocate for a simplified lifestyle to enhance clarity and purpose. This was evident when I coached a couple drowning in clutter and commitments. By adopting minimalist principles, they decluttered their home and streamlined their schedule, focusing on activities that brought them joy and fulfillment. This shift to simplicity not only improved their daily life but also strengthened their relationship. 6. Being present and mindful. Stoicism's emphasis on mindfulness and living in the present is a cornerstone of minimalism. By reducing distractions, we can fully engage with our experiences. My own journey towards digital minimalism, where I limited my use of technology, allowed me to be more present and attentive in my interactions and tasks. This practice of mindfulness, inspired by Stoicism, greatly enhanced my personal and professional relationships. 7. Adapting to change and letting go. Stoicism teaches adaptability and the graceful acceptance of change, principles central to minimalism. Letting go of non-essential possessions, ideas, or habits can be liberating. A client of mine, after a career change, embraced this philosophy. She simplified her lifestyle, discarding unnecessary belongings and outdated routines. This not only made her transition smoother, but also opened up new avenues for personal and professional growth. 8. Seeking personal growth and self-improvement. Personal growth and self-improvement are key focuses of both Stoicism and minimalism. By stripping away distractions, we can concentrate on developing our character. A student I mentored applied these principles by minimizing his involvement in extraneous activities and dedicating more time to self-study and reflection. This pursuit of personal development, aligned with Stoic and minimalist ideals, significantly enhanced his academic performance and personal well-being. Now let's take a moment to reflect. Look at your current lifestyle. Are there areas cluttered with the unnecessary, either materially or mentally? How do these Stoic and minimalist principles resonate with your personal values and goals? Think about the small changes you can start making today to align more closely with these philosophies. Consider Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor of immense power and wealth, who remarkably embraced Stoicism and led a life marked by simplicity, and introspection. His profound work, Meditations, echoes a minimalist mindset, focusing on virtue, self-control, and discerning what is truly essential. His life serves as a timeless case study of how power and simplicity can coexist harmoniously. In conclusion, these 8 Stoic lessons offer a robust philosophical foundation for embracing minimalism. They guide us to focus on necessity, value inner wealth, practice gratitude, prioritize quality, embrace simplicity, be present, adapt to change, and seek personal growth. Remember Seneca's words. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor. Let these principles guide you towards a lifestyle rich in essentials and inner fulfillment. If this exploration of Stoicism and minimalism has sparked your interest, consider subscribing for more insightful content. For deeper engagement with these philosophies and their practical applications, the works of Ryan Holiday and other Stoic thinkers offer excellent starting points. Begin integrating these Stoic principles into your life and experience the profound impact of a more focused, simplified, and meaningful existence. Thank you for joining me on this transformative journey. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below, and let's continue this conversation about living a life of purpose and simplicity.
The Stoic Method.
Welcome, everyone. Today we embark on a transformative journey through the realms of communication, an essential skill that bridges our world of thoughts with others. Let me begin with a quick story. Once a young manager struggling with team conflicts turned to Stoicism. She discovered that by altering her communication style, not only did her team's dynamics improve, but she also found deeper connections in her personal life. This ancient philosophy, rooted in the teachings of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, is more than historical wisdom. It's a practical toolkit for today's complex world of interactions. In this video, we'll explore 4 Stoic practices that can revolutionize the way you communicate, making your conversations clearer, more empathetic, and profoundly effective. Stoicism, born in the heart of ancient Greece and Rome, extends beyond philosophical musings. It's a way of life, advocating virtues like wisdom, courage, and justice, intricately connected to our daily interactions. In today's fast-paced digital era, communication is multifaceted and often challenging. Stoicism, with its timeless principles, provides a compass to navigate these waters, ensuring our interactions are thoughtful and impactful. 1. Listening with intent. The art of listening in Stoicism is not merely a passive act. It's an active engagement. When you listen with intent, you're fully present in the conversation, giving your undivided attention to the speaker. This means putting aside your phone, resisting the urge to interrupt, and quieting your internal dialogue that's often busy formulating a response or judgment. Instead, focus on understanding the speaker's point of view, their emotional state, and the context of their words. Stoicism teaches us to listen empathetically, acknowledging the feelings and thoughts of others. Imagine a scenario where a friend is sharing a personal problem. Instead of immediately offering solutions or advice, a Stoic approach would be to listen deeply, validate their feelings, and understand their perspective thoroughly before responding. 2. Speaking with honesty and integrity. This practice involves more than just telling the truth. It's about communicating in a way that is authentic and respectful. It's choosing your words thoughtfully, ensuring they are both honest and kind. For instance, when providing feedback in a work setting, a Stoic approach would be to express your thoughts clearly and constructively, focusing on the situation rather than personalizing the issue. It's about striking a balance between being forthright and being considerate. Speaking with integrity also means standing by your words and being accountable for them, ensuring that your actions align with what you communicate. 3. Practicing emotional control. Emotions play a significant role in how we communicate. Stoicism doesn't advocate for the suppression of emotions, but rather for understanding and managing them. This practice involves being mindful of your emotional state during a conversation and not letting temporary emotions dictate your response. For example, if you're feeling frustrated in a discussion, A Stoic practice would be to acknowledge this emotion internally, take a moment to breathe and compose yourself, and then respond in a calm and collected manner. This approach prevents emotional reactions from escalating conflicts and helps in maintaining a constructive dialogue. 4. Expressing gratitude and appreciation. This Stoic practice is about actively looking for and acknowledging the positive in others and in interactions. It's expressing thanks not just for grand gestures, but for everyday actions. In a professional context, this could be as simple as acknowledging a team member's consistent effort, or in a personal setting, expressing appreciation for a friend's support. This practice fosters an environment of positivity and mutual respect. Gratitude in communication is more than just words. It's an attitude that recognizes the value and contribution of others, reinforcing positive relationships and interactions. By incorporating these Stoic practices into your communication style, you not only enhance your personal and professional interactions, but also cultivate a more mindful and fulfilling way of engaging with the world around you. Now let's pause for a moment. Reflect on your communication style. How often do you listen with true intent, speak with authenticity, control your emotions effectively, and express gratitude? Envision integrating these Stoic practices into your daily interactions. What changes do you foresee in your relationships and conversations? Consider the story of Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, as a sterling example of Stoic communication. Despite his immense power, Aurelius often chose words that reflected humility and understanding. His personal writings, now known as Meditations, reveal his commitment to self-improvement and virtue. One notable instance during his reign illustrates his Stoic approach. During a military campaign, Aurelius faced dissent within his ranks. Instead of reacting harshly or impulsively, he addressed his soldiers with honesty and empathy, acknowledging their hardships and affirming his shared commitment to their welfare. This approach not only quelled the dissent, but also strengthened the loyalty and morale of his troops. His ability to communicate with sincerity and respect, even in challenging situations, highlights the effectiveness of Stoic practices in leadership and conflict resolution. These 4 Stoic practices offer a powerful framework for revolutionizing our communication. By listening with intent, speaking with honesty and integrity, practicing emotional control, and expressing gratitude, we transform our interactions into meaningful and effective exchanges. Stoicism provides not just philosophical insights, but practical, actionable tools for one of the most crucial aspects of our lives, the way we communicate with others. Are you inspired to dive deeper into the wisdom of Stoicism and its applications in everyday life? If so, consider subscribing for more enlightening content. Explore the teachings of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus to further your understanding of effective communication and other essential life skills. Remember, every conversation is an opportunity to practice these principles, enhancing our connections and enriching our lives. Thank you for joining me on this journey towards more impactful and fulfilling communication, guided by the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. Hello friends, today we're embarking on an exciting journey into the heart of Stoicism, a philosophy that may seem ancient but is as relevant as ever in our hectic modern world. I want to share how Stoicism has personally transformed my life and how it can do the same for you. We're going to unlock 4 Stoic keys together, not just to achieve external successes, but to foster inner growth and true self-actualization. And it's not just about lofty ideas. I'll guide you through practical, everyday applications of these timeless principles. Stoicism, championed by thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, isn't just about endurance and resilience. It's about living in harmony with reason and virtue. Here's a simple way to look at it. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what's in our control, accept what isn't, and have the wisdom to know the difference. Marcus Aurelius famously said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This isn't just a catchy phrase, it's a powerful mindset that turns obstacles into stepping stones. Let's make this real. Think about the last time you faced a challenge. Maybe you were nervous about a job interview, or you had a tough conversation with a friend. Stoicism doesn't dismiss these challenges. Instead, it offers tools to transform them into opportunities for growth. growth. 1. Self-awareness, the foundation of growth. Self-awareness is like shining a light into the corners of our inner world. It's about understanding who you are, what drives you, and acknowledging both your strengths and weaknesses. This journey can be challenging as it requires confronting parts of ourselves we might prefer to ignore. I recall days when journaling led me to uncomfortable truths about my procrastination and fear of failure. However, this self-reflection was crucial in shaping my decisions and aligning them with my true values. Start this process by setting aside time daily for introspection. Use journaling, meditation, or even quiet walks to reflect on your thoughts, emotions, and reactions to the day's events. Over time, you'll develop a clearer understanding of your core values and motivations, which is vital in steering your life's course. 2. Discipline, the art of self-control. Discipline is the steadfast captain steering the ship of your goals through turbulent waters. It's about consistent self-control and making choices that align with your long-term aspirations, not just short-term desires. Building discipline can feel like an uphill battle, especially in a world brimming with distractions. I started small, setting achievable daily goals, like reading for 30 minutes or exercising for 20 minutes each day. Gradually, these small victories accumulated, creating a robust framework of discipline in my life. It's crucial to set clear, measurable goals and establish routines that move you toward them. Remember, discipline is not about restriction. It's about empowering yourself to make decisions that bring you closer to who you want to be. Celebrate your small wins along the way. They are the building blocks of a disciplined life. 3. Resilience, turning obstacles into opportunities. Resilience in Stoicism isn't just bouncing back. It's about growing stronger through the challenges we face. It's about embracing life's hurdles as catalysts for development. In my journey, I've learned that setbacks and failures are not the end of the road, but rather detours offering lessons and new directions. I remember losing a job I loved, a moment that initially felt like a crushing defeat. However, this setback forced me to reassess my career path, leading me to opportunities I had never considered. To build resilience, start by changing your perspective on failure. See each challenge as a question, asking you how you can adapt and grow. When faced with adversity, instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" This shift in mindset transforms obstacles into stepping stones towards personal growth and resilience. 4. Mindfulness, living with purpose. Mindfulness in Stoicism is about being fully present and engaged in the current moment, not lost in the past or anxious about the future. It's about intentional living, where each action is performed with purpose and awareness. In my own life, incorporating mindfulness practices like deep breathing exercises and mindful walking has significantly enhanced my focus and reduced stress. Start by integrating mindfulness into everyday activities. When eating, focus on the flavors and textures of your food. When listening, give your full attention to the speaker without planning your response. Mindfulness is also about acknowledging and accepting your thoughts and feelings without judgment. This practice can bring a sense of calm and clarity, helping you make decisions that are in line with your values and goals. As you cultivate mindfulness, you'll find that you're able to enjoy life more fully and respond to challenges with greater calm and insight. Let's reflect for a moment. How often do you truly listen to your inner voice? Do you practice discipline in your daily life, or do you find yourself swayed by distractions? When you face a challenge, do you see a wall or a new path? And how often are you truly present in the here and now? Contemplating these questions can be the first step in your journey towards unlocking your potential. Consider Epictetus, born a slave who rose to become a revered Stoic philosopher. His life is a testament to the power of resilience and self-awareness. Or take Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor, who used Stoicism to navigate not only a kingdom but his personal trials as well. Their stories aren't just historical accounts, they're blueprints for overcoming adversity. Today, we've explored 4 Stoic keys: self-awareness, discipline, resilience, and mindfulness. These aren't just philosophical concepts, they're practical tools for personal growth and fulfillment. Remember Seneca's words, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult." If this resonates with you, dive deeper into Stoicism, subscribe for more insights, and maybe pick up a book by Ryan Holiday or the classic texts by Marcus Aurelius and others. Embrace these Stoic keys and start your transformative journey today. Remember, the potential you seek is within your command.
The Stoic Method.
Hello friends and welcome. Have you ever faced a setback that felt like a dead end? Today we're diving into a topic that touches each of us deeply: failure. But here's a twist. How does Stoicism, an ancient philosophy adopted by greats like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, transform our understanding of failure? Stoicism isn't just about endurance. It's a lens that turns failures into crucial steps towards growth, learning, and resilience. Whether it's a stumble in your career, a personal letdown, or the daily hurdles we all face, Stoic wisdom offers a path to bounce back with not just strength, but also grace and wisdom. Ready to change how you see your next setback? Let's explore together. Stoicism, rooted in ancient Greece and Rome, isn't just a philosophy, it's a practical guide for life. It teaches us the art of facing life's challenges with calm and rationale. Imagine controlling the one thing that's truly ours, our thoughts, emotions, and actions, and releasing our grip on what's beyond our reach. This approach shines particularly bright when we face failure. It urges us to see setbacks not as personal defeats, but as universal and natural parts of our journey, and more importantly, as springboards for personal evolution. 1. Understanding what is within our control. In life's storm of failures, Stoicism hands us the helm. While failure is often beyond our control, our response is not. Focusing on our reactions fosters composure and clarity, transforming our perception of failure from a catastrophic endpoint to a manageable challenge. 2. Reframing failure as a learning opportunity. Stoicism teaches us to view failures as hidden lessons. Each stumble is an opportunity to understand our limitations and strengths, guiding our journey towards self-improvement. Embracing setbacks as educational experiences transforms them into stepping stones for personal growth. 3. Cultivating emotional resilience. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions but managing them. Acknowledging and then detaching from negative emotions, post-failure builds emotional resilience, preparing us to face future challenges with a balanced and steady mind, enhancing our ability to recover and move forward. 4. Practicing objective reflection. Stoicism encourages us to reflect objectively on failures, avoiding self-criticism. By asking constructive questions, we gain insights into our decisions and behaviors, paving the way for informed choices in the future. This reflection fosters a deeper understanding and smarter planning. 5. Embracing the impermanence of failure. Stoicism reminds us that failure, like success, is transient. Understanding the impermanent nature of our experiences helps maintain a long-term perspective, recognizing that setbacks are temporary phases, thereby avoiding overwhelming feelings about the immediacy of failure. 6. Valuing personal growth over external success. Stoicism places higher value on internal growth and personal virtue over external achievements. This perspective shift makes dealing with external failures more manageable, emphasizing the importance of the journey and the personal development it brings. 7. Exercising courage to try again. Stoicism elevates courage as a virtue, encouraging us to face fears and try again after failure. This act of bravery is crucial, breaking free from the paralysis following setbacks and moving forward with renewed determination. 8. Practicing gratitude in the face of adversity. Finding gratitude in setbacks is a Stoic practice, focusing on positive outcomes like new insights or opportunities. This habit not only improves mental well-being but also prepares us to approach future challenges with a more positive and resilient mindset. 9. Letting go of ego and pride. Stoicism advises releasing ego and pride to view failures objectively. This detachment allows for rational analysis and learning from setbacks without personal bias, leading to constructive self-improvement and a more balanced perspective on challenges. 10. Seeking wisdom in failure. Every failure, according to Stoicism, is an opportunity to gain wisdom. Dissecting setbacks for lessons equips us with knowledge for future challenges, turning every setback into a stepping stone towards greater wisdom and a more resilient self. Now let's turn inward. Think about your own encounters with failure. How have you responded to setbacks in the past? Were there hidden lessons or opportunities for growth? Imagine facing future failures with a Stoic mindset. How might this change your perspective and response? Consider the story of Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher. Despite his high status, he faced relentless military challenges, political intrigue, and personal tragedies, including the Antonine Plague. Rather than succumbing to despair, Aurelius used these hardships as opportunities to embody Stoic principles. His reflections, captured in Meditations, reveal how he found tranquility amidst chaos, viewing each obstacle as a chance to practice patience, resilience, and virtue. Reflect on a contemporary entrepreneur who, after several failed business ventures, turned to Stoicism for guidance. Initially devastated by the failures, they began to apply Stoic principles, particularly focusing on what was within their control, their response to failure. They learned to detach from the emotional weight of failure, seeing it as an opportunity for growth and improvement. This mindset shift led to resilience, innovation, and eventually, the establishment of a successful enterprise. Their journey demonstrates the power of Stoicism in transforming failures into foundations for success. To wrap up, these 10 Stoic insights offer a robust framework for dealing with failure. They teach us to perceive setbacks as opportunities, to detach from negative emotions, to engage in objective reflection, to prioritize personal development, and to embrace the wisdom born from our experiences. Integrating these principles into our daily lives equips us to face failures with a composed and constructive mindset. As Seneca so eloquently put it, a gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. This serves as a powerful reminder that our failures, much like our successes, are essential to our journey of self-improvement. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of Stoic insights into dealing with failure. If you found this discussion enlightening, please consider subscribing for more insightful content. Remember, failure isn't the antithesis of success, it's an integral part of it. Embrace these Stoic principles and let them guide you through your moments of setback, helping you emerge not just unscathed, but stronger and wiser.
The Stoic Method.
Welcome, friends, to our exploration of wisdom that has endured through the ages. Have you ever found yourself pondering over life's complexities, seeking clarity amidst the chaos? If so, you're not alone. Stoicism, an ancient yet ever-relevant philosophy, offers profound insights into living a meaningful life. Today, I want to share with you 12 Stoic quotes that have not just enlightened minds, but transformed lives. These aren't mere words. They are keys to unlocking a more fulfilling existence. Originating in the vibrant heart of ancient Greece and Rome, Stoicism teaches us the art of living with virtue, reason, and self-control. Thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus didn't just philosophize. They provided practical wisdom for life's tumultuous journey. In our modern, fast-paced world, where uncertainty often overshadows clarity, these Stoic teachings shine as guiding stars, helping us navigate life's storms with grace and wisdom. 1. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Seneca. Let's face it, how many times have we lost sleep over worries that never came to pass? Seneca's words remind us to focus on the present, managing our thoughts to avoid unnecessary distress. It's a call to differentiate between our fears and our reality, reducing much of our daily anxiety. 2. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice. Marcus Aurelius. In a time when an eye for an eye is a common response, this quote is a breath of fresh air. It urges us to choose the higher path of virtue and integrity, maintaining our inner peace and setting a noble example in our interactions. 3. He who fears death will never do anything worth of a man who is alive. Seneca. This quote is a daring wake-up call. Fear, especially of death, can paralyze us, but embracing life fully means accepting its end and living each moment with courage and passion. It's about making our life story one worth telling. 4. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Epictetus. Here lies a foundational principle of Stoicism. Our power doesn't lie in controlling events, but in our reaction to them. When faced with challenges, we can choose resilience and wisdom, shaping our destiny with our responses. 5. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Epictetus. In a society obsessed with more, this quote is a gentle reminder of what true wealth is. Real happiness springs not from what we gather, but from what we appreciate, the richness of simplicity and contentment. 6. Begin at once to live, and count each separate day as a separate life. Seneca. Imagine if we lived each day as if it was a whole life. Seneca challenges us to embrace the present, making the most of each moment, thus alleviating our worries about what has been or what's to come. 7. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Marcus Aurelius. This quote offers a straightforward mantra for ethical living. It's about aligning our actions and words with our core values, fostering a life of integrity, and earning the respect of those around us. 8. He suffers more than necessary, who suffers before it is necessary. Seneca. Worrying about future troubles can lead to unnecessary suffering. Seneca advises us to face problems as they arise, not to agonize over what might never happen. 9. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius. This profound insight underscores the Stoic belief in mental fortitude. By mastering our thoughts and attitudes, we can find an unshakable strength, irrespective of the storms raging around us. 10. Don't explain your philosophy, embody it. Epictetus. True wisdom is shown not in words, but in deeds. This quote inspires us to practice what we preach, embodying our values and beliefs in our daily actions. 11. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Seneca. Often we credit our successes to luck, but Seneca points out that true success is the result of being prepared to seize the right opportunities. It's a call to action, urging us to ready ourselves for the moments that matter. 12. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Marcus Aurelius. Our thoughts shape our very being. A positive, virtuous mindset leads to a life of fulfillment, while negativity can lead us astray. It's a powerful reminder of the impact of our inner dialogue. Take a moment to introspect. Which of these Stoic teachings strikes a chord with you? Think about how adopting this wisdom can reshape your view of life's hurdles. Consider journaling your thoughts or discussing with a friend. Reflecting on these principles can be the first step in a transformative journey, altering how you confront daily challenges and perceive your life's path. Consider the remarkable story of James Stockdale, a U.S. Navy vice admiral who, during his brutal 7.5-year captivity in a Vietnamese POW camp, clung to Stoic principles for mental and emotional survival. His resilience under unimaginable stress exemplifies the power of Stoicism in practice. These 12 Stoic quotes transcend mere words. They embody vital life lessons. They instruct us in resilience, integrity, mindfulness, and true happiness. Integrating these teachings into our daily lives can profoundly transform our approach, imbuing us with renewed purpose and fortitude. Let these timeless insights be your guide to a life lived with deeper understanding and greater fulfillment. If these teachings resonate with you, I invite you to subscribe this channel for more content on philosophy and practical wisdom. Try living by one of these Stoic principles for a week and share your experience in the comments or on social media. Remember, the journey to wisdom is continuous, and each step, illuminated by these timeless teachings, leads to a richer life. Thank you for joining me on this enlightening journey.
The Stoic Method.
Hello friends and welcome. Have you ever faced a setback that felt like a dead end? Today we're diving into a topic that touches each of us deeply: failure. But here's a twist. How does Stoicism, an ancient philosophy adopted by greats like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, transform our understanding of failure? Stoicism isn't just about endurance. It's a lens that turns failures into crucial steps towards growth, learning, and resilience. Whether it's a stumble in your career, a personal letdown, or the daily hurdles we all face, Stoic wisdom offers a path to bounce back with not just strength, but also grace and wisdom. Ready to change how you see your next setback? Let's explore together. Stoicism, rooted in ancient Greece and Rome, isn't just a philosophy, it's a practical guide for life. It teaches us the art of facing life's challenges with calm and rationale. Imagine controlling the one thing that's truly ours, our thoughts, emotions, and actions, and releasing our grip on what's beyond our reach. This approach shines particularly bright when we face failure. It urges us to see setbacks not as personal defeats, but as universal and natural parts of our journey, and more importantly, as springboards for personal evolution. 1. Understanding what is within our control. In life's storm of failures, Stoicism hands us the helm. While failure is often beyond our control, our response is not. Focusing on our reactions fosters composure and clarity, transforming our perception of failure from a catastrophic endpoint to a manageable challenge. 2. Reframing failure as a learning opportunity. Stoicism teaches us to view failures as hidden lessons. Each stumble is an opportunity to understand our limitations and strengths, guiding our journey towards self-improvement. Embracing setbacks as educational experiences transforms them into stepping stones for personal growth. 3. Cultivating emotional resilience. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions but managing them. Acknowledging and then detaching from negative emotions post-failure builds emotional resilience, preparing us to face future challenges with a balanced and steady mind, enhancing our ability to recover and move forward. 4. Practicing objective reflection. Stoicism encourages us to reflect objectively on failures, avoiding self-criticism. By asking constructive questions, we gain insights into our decisions and behaviors, paving the way for informed choices in the future. This reflection fosters a deeper understanding and smarter planning. 5. Embracing the impermanence of failure. Stoicism reminds us that failure, like success, is transient. Understanding the impermanent nature of our experiences helps maintain a long-term perspective, recognizing that setbacks are temporary phases, thereby avoiding overwhelming feelings about the immediacy of failure. 6. Valuing personal growth over external success. Stoicism places higher value on internal growth and personal virtue over external achievements. This perspective shift makes dealing with external failures more manageable, emphasizing the importance of the journey and the personal development it brings. 7. Exercising courage to try again. Stoicism elevates courage as a virtue, encouraging us to face fears and try again after failure. This act of bravery is crucial, breaking free from the paralysis following setbacks and moving forward with renewed determination. 8. Practicing gratitude in the face of adversity. Finding gratitude in setbacks is a Stoic practice, focusing on positive outcomes like new insights or opportunities. This habit not only improves mental well-being but also prepares us to approach future challenges with a more positive and resilient mindset. 9. Letting go of ego and pride. Stoicism advises releasing ego and pride to view failures objectively. This detachment allows for rational analysis and learning from setbacks without personal bias, leading to constructive self-improvement and a more balanced perspective on challenges. 10. Seeking wisdom in failure. Every failure, according to Stoicism, is an opportunity to gain wisdom. Dissecting setbacks for lessons equips us with knowledge for future challenges, turning every setback into a stepping stone towards greater wisdom and a more resilient self. Now let's turn inward. Think about your own encounters with failure. How have you responded to setbacks in the past? Were there hidden lessons or opportunities for growth? Imagine facing future failures with a Stoic mindset. How might this change your perspective and response? Consider the story of Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher. Despite his high status, he faced relentless military challenges, political intrigue, and personal tragedies, including the Antonine Plague. Rather than succumbing to despair, Aurelius used these hardships as opportunities to embody Stoic principles. His reflections, captured in Meditations, reveal how he found tranquility amidst chaos, viewing each obstacle as a chance to practice patience, resilience, and virtue. Reflect on a contemporary entrepreneur who, after several failed business ventures, turned to Stoicism for guidance. Initially devastated by the failures, they began to apply Stoic principles, particularly focusing on what was within their control. Their response to failure. They learned to detach from the emotional weight of failure, seeing it as an opportunity for growth and improvement. This mindset shift led to resilience, innovation, and eventually, the establishment of a successful enterprise. Their journey demonstrates the power of Stoicism in transforming failures into foundations for success. To wrap up, these 10 Stoic insights offer a robust framework for dealing with failure. They teach us to perceive setbacks as opportunities, to detach from negative emotions, to engage in objective reflection, to prioritize personal development, and to embrace the wisdom born from our experiences. Integrating these principles into our daily lives equips us to face failures with a composed and constructive mindset. As Seneca so eloquently put it, a gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. This serves as a powerful reminder that our failures, much like our successes, are essential to our journey of self-improvement. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of Stoic insights into dealing with failure. If you found this discussion enlightening, please consider subscribing for more insightful content. Remember, failure isn't the antithesis of success, it's an integral part of it. Embrace these Stoic principles and let them guide you through your moments of setback, helping you emerge not just unscathed, but stronger and wiser.
The Stoic Method.
Greetings, fellow seekers of wisdom. Today, I invite you on a journey through time and thought. We'll explore how ancient Stoic teachings, principles crafted over 2 millennia ago, can remarkably guide our modern financial lives. I remember the first time I stumbled upon a quote by Marcus Aurelius. It was during a challenging financial phase of my life. His words, "He who is content with what he has is wealthy," transformed my perspective on money. Let's delve into these 10 timeless Stoic teachings to discover a balanced and mindful approach to finances, a welcome contrast to today's relentless pursuit of wealth. Stoicism, born in the Hellenistic era, is a philosophy of virtue, reason, and self-control. Thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus taught the supremacy of internal values over external wealth. They advocated living in harmony with nature and focusing on virtues. In financial terms, Stoicism doesn't scorn wealth. Rather, it encourages us to understand its place and use it wisely. 1. Living within your means. A fundamental Stoic principle is living within your means. This concept transcends time, urging us to avoid debt and extravagant living in favor of financial prudence. It's about making mindful choices that reflect our actual needs, rather than societal pressures or fleeting desires. For instance, choosing a home that suits your family's needs over a luxurious one that strains your budget. This approach not only ensures financial stability, but also cultivates inner peace and contentment. By embracing this wisdom, we learn to find satisfaction in simplicity and make more conscious, value-driven financial decisions. 2. The value of financial independence. Stoicism teaches the importance of financial independence, not as a means to accumulate wealth for luxury, but to live a life free from external control. This self-reliance is about having the resources to make choices that align with your values and ethics. It's the freedom to pursue passions without the constraint of financial pressures. Consider the example of someone who chooses a lower-paying job they love over a high-paying one they dislike. This Stoic principle encourages us to see wealth as a tool for living authentically, fostering a sense of empowerment and independence in our financial decisions. 3. Money as a tool, not an end goal. In Stoicism, money is viewed as a tool for living well, not as the ultimate goal in life. This perspective helps in prioritizing what truly enriches our lives, like relationships, personal growth, and experiences. It's about using money to support these values rather than accumulating it for its own sake. For example, investing in education or travel can be more fulfilling than purchasing luxury items. This Stoic teaching guides us to spend and save with purpose, ensuring that our financial choices enhance, rather than dictate, the quality of our lives. 4. Avoiding the pitfalls of consumerism. Stoicism offers a powerful antidote to modern consumerism. It encourages us to find joy and fulfillment in what we already have, rather than in an endless pursuit of new possessions. This isn't about denying oneself pleasures, but about questioning the real value and necessity of each purchase. Do we buy for need, or to fill a void that material things can't satisfy? By adopting this Stoic view, we become more mindful shoppers, seeking long-term value and happiness in experiences and relationships over transient material satisfaction. 5. Practicing contentment. Contentment is a central Stoic virtue. In financial terms, this translates to finding satisfaction in what we have, rather than in a constant chase for more. This doesn't imply stagnation, but encourages a healthy appreciation for our current state. Contentment means recognizing and being grateful for our existing blessings, our home, job, family, while working towards realistic goals. This Stoic practice is about balancing ambition with gratitude, leading to a more joyful and less stressful financial life. 6. Preparing for financial uncertainty. Stoicism teaches us to be prepared for life's uncertainties, including financial ones. This involves creating a safety net through savings and insurance, and planning for future needs like retirement or education. It's about having the foresight to mitigate potential financial crises, thus reducing stress and anxiety. This Stoic principle encourages us to practice prudence and foresight in our financial planning, ensuring a stable and secure foundation that can withstand life's unpredictable nature. 7. Ethical financial practices. Living ethically is a cornerstone of Stoicism, and this extends to our financial dealings. It involves engaging in honest and transparent financial transactions and considering the broader impact of our financial decisions on the community and environment. This principle teaches us to avoid exploiting others for personal gain and to strive for fairness in all our financial interactions. By adhering to this Stoic teaching, we contribute to a more equitable and just society, ensuring our financial success doesn't come at the expense of others. 8. Embracing financial simplicity. Stoicism encourages simplicity in our financial lives. This involves questioning the necessity and value of each purchase and decision. Do these align with our core values and long-term goals? It's about decluttering our financial habits, removing unnecessary expenses, and focusing on what truly matters. This principle isn't about austerity, but about making deliberate choices that bring clarity and purpose to our financial actions, leading to a more fulfilling and less complicated financial life. 9. Resilience in financial adversity. Stoicism teaches resilience in the face of financial challenges. It's about maintaining a calm and composed demeanor during economic downturns, job losses, or other financial setbacks. This resilience involves making informed, rational decisions rather than reacting impulsively under stress. It's also about not allowing financial situations to dictate our self-worth or happiness. By embracing this Stoic principle, we develop the mental fortitude to navigate through tough financial times and emerge stronger and wiser. 10. Reflecting on the true value of wealth. Stoicism invites us to reflect on the true meaning of wealth. It's not merely about financial assets, but encompasses intellectual, emotional, and spiritual riches. This perspective helps us maintain a balanced view of money, recognizing it as a means to an end, not the end itself. For example, valuing relationships and personal growth often leads to a richer, more rewarding life than focusing solely on financial gain. This Stoic teaching guides us to seek a more holistic form of wealth, one that nurtures all aspects of our being. Consider your financial behaviors and attitudes. Are they in harmony with Stoic principles? Ponder the potential transformation in your financial life by diligently applying these teachings. Could this shift towards Stoic values bring about enhanced peace, stability, and fulfillment in your financial journey? Consider Seneca, a Stoic philosopher who was also immensely wealthy. He faced criticism for his riches, but emphasized the importance of how wealth was used, rather than its mere possession. His life teaches us that it's not wealth that defines us, but our actions and attitudes towards it. These Stoic teachings offer a path to wise and balanced financial management. They remind us that while money matters, it shouldn't overshadow our values or self-worth. In the spirit of Epictetus, let's embrace having fewer wants as our true wealth on this financial journey. Thank you for joining me in exploring Stoic financial wisdom. If these insights resonate, please subscribe for more content. Dive into the works of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus. And remember, it's about living these principles every day, not just knowing them.
The Stoic method.
Hello and welcome everyone. Today I want to share something that struck me recently. Did you know that, according to a recent study, the average American spends over 90% of their waking hours pursuing or managing wealth in some form? This statistic leads us into our topic for today's session, a theme highly relevant in our material-driven society: wealth and materialism. We will dive into 12 Stoic perspectives offering a profound understanding of wealth and its place in our lives. Stoicism, a philosophy with roots deep in ancient Greece and Rome, teaches us the value of focusing on virtue and personal growth over the pursuit and possession of material wealth. Join me as we reorient our understanding of true wealth through the lens of Stoicism and discover how these timeless teachings apply to our modern lives. Stoicism, as taught by luminaries like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, advocates for a life lived in accordance with virtue and reason. A critical area it addresses is our relationship with wealth and material possessions. Stoics believe that true wealth lies not in material accumulation, but in our character and wisdom. This perspective resonates today as we often find ourselves trapped in the pursuit of more, sometimes at the expense of what truly matters. Stoicism isn't just a philosophy, it's a call to action, inviting us to question our values and find fulfillment in things that are lasting and meaningful. Let's explore how this ancient wisdom can be a beacon in our contemporary quest for happiness and meaning. 1. Wealth as a tool, not a goal. View wealth as a means for living a virtuous life, not the end-all goal. It should be a facilitator for your life choices, aligning with your moral compass, rather than a master dictating your path. Reflect on your relationship with wealth. Consider if it's driving your decisions or merely assisting in achieving your true goals, which should ideally be centered around personal growth and ethical living. 2. Contentment with enough. Embrace the Stoic principle of contentment with what you have. This philosophy teaches that true happiness is a state of mind, cultivated internally and not dependent on external possessions or status. Think about your definition of enough and how this concept of sufficiency can lead to a more peaceful and fulfilled life, free from the relentless pursuit of more. 3. Focus on personal virtue. Prioritize personal growth and virtue above the acquisition of wealth. Wealth, while useful, should never overshadow or compromise your ethical principles and personal development. Reflect on whether your financial goals are in harmony with your core values and how you can align them more closely with your journey towards personal excellence and moral integrity. 4. Resilience to wealth's fluctuations. Develop a Stoic resilience to financial changes. The philosophy teaches us to maintain equanimity and composure in both times of abundance and scarcity. Consider how you react to changes in your financial situation. Are you able to remain balanced and composed, or do these fluctuations greatly impact your peace of mind? 5. Generosity over greed. Embrace a spirit of generosity, using your wealth to foster community and help others. This approach not only benefits those around you, but also enriches your own life, creating a sense of interconnectedness and community. Reflect on how you can use your resources for the greater good, moving away from a mindset of greed and towards one of communal well-being. 6. Recognizing the impermanence of wealth. Acknowledge that material wealth is fleeting and transient. Stoicism reminds us to focus on what endures: wisdom, relationships, and personal growth. Consider how you balance the pursuit of financial success with the more lasting aspects of life, ensuring that your focus remains on what truly matters in the grand scheme. 7. Finding freedom in simplicity. Discover the liberation that comes with simplicity. Reducing your dependence on material possessions can lead to a greater sense of independence and peace. Envision what a simpler life might look like for you, and how this can lead to a clearer mind and a more focused pursuit of your true passions and values. 8. The illusion of material security. Understand that true security isn't found in material wealth, but in inner strength and adaptability. Material possessions can provide a false sense of safety, which can be fleeting. Reflect on where you find your real sense of security and how you can cultivate a mindset that finds peace and safety within, rather than in external assets. 9. Measuring success beyond wealth. Redefine success to include personal development, relationships, and contributions to society. Success shouldn't be solely measured by financial gain, but by the richness of your life experiences and the impact you have on others. Think about your personal definition of success and how it aligns with your inner values and aspirations. 10. The role of ambition. Align your ambition with virtue and personal growth. While ambition can be a powerful driver, it should be directed toward positive impacts and self-improvement, not just material accumulation. Reflect on your ambitions and consider how they can be aligned with a path of ethical growth and contribution to the greater good. 11. Balancing material pursuits. Aim for a balance between material pursuits and the fulfillment of your spiritual and emotional needs. Wealth should enhance your life, not dominate it. Contemplate how you balance these aspects in your life and how you might adjust your priorities to ensure a more harmonious and fulfilling existence. 12. Embracing a mindset of abundance. Cultivate an abundance mindset, focusing on the richness of your current life rather than what you lack. This perspective encourages gratitude and a positive outlook, recognizing and appreciating the wealth already present in various forms in your life. Reflect on the areas where you feel abundant and how this sense of plenty influences your overall happiness and contentment. Consider Zeno of Citium, Stoicism's founder, who found freedom in simplicity and philosophy after losing his wealth in a shipwreck. Or take a modern example, a successful entrepreneur who realized his relentless pursuit of wealth was costing him personal relationships and inner peace. He reoriented his life to balance material success with personal well-being and community involvement. Additionally, imagine a young professional who, inspired by Stoic teachings, chose a modest lifestyle focused on personal growth and community service, finding unparalleled satisfaction and peace. In summary, these 12 Stoic thoughts, viewing wealth as a tool, finding contentment, focusing on virtue, resilience, generosity, recognizing impermanence, embracing simplicity, the illusion of security, redefining success, aligning ambition with virtue, balancing pursuits, and embracing abundance, provide a comprehensive framework for understanding and managing our relationship with wealth. Applying these Stoic principles can lead us to a more balanced, fulfilling, and meaningful approach to wealth and materialism. If you're intrigued by Stoicism and its teachings on wealth and materialism, consider subscribing for more content. Delve into the works of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus for a deeper understanding. Remember, true wealth is in living a life of virtue, wisdom, and fulfillment. Thank you for joining me in this exploration of Stoic thoughts on wealth and materialism.
The Stoic Method.
Hello and welcome, gentlemen. Today, we're tackling a challenge that many of us face in our daily lives: anxiety. In the relentless hustle of the 21st century, it's become a silent epidemic. But imagine if ancient wisdom could provide us with the tools to combat this modern ailment. That's exactly what we'll explore today. 5 potent Stoic strategies to manage and reduce everyday anxiety. Drawing from the profound teachings of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, we will delve into how these timeless principles can guide us toward maintaining inner peace and tackling life's uncertainties with confidence. This discussion is particularly crucial for our demographic, men aged 25-55, who often navigate unique pressures in their personal and professional spheres. Stoicism, a philosophy that hails from ancient Athens, offers more than just a theoretical framework. It provides a practical toolkit for living a better, more serene life. It teaches self-control and resilience, helping us to navigate and overcome destructive emotions. The essence of Stoicism lies not in suppressing feelings, but in understanding and managing them adeptly. As Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and a Stoic himself, wrote in his Meditations, "Tranquility comes from within and is not dependent on external circumstances." Understanding what is within our control. Recently, I found myself agitated over a project delay at work, a common scenario where we fret over the uncontrollable. Stoicism teaches us to discern and focus on what is within our control. By directing our energy towards our actions and responses, which we can control, we significantly reduce anxiety. This practice has been a game changer for me and can be for you too. Practicing mindful reflection. Stoics placed great emphasis on self-reflection. I have made it a routine to introspect at the end of each day, examining my actions, reactions, and emotions. This habit helps in identifying patterns that lead to anxiety, enabling proactive management. As Epictetus said, it's not the events themselves that disturb us, but our view of them. Embracing temporary discomfort. Seneca, known for his wisdom, often spoke about the value of facing discomfort. By deliberately experiencing minor inconveniences or challenges, such as fasting or cold exposure, we train ourselves to handle life's bigger stresses. This practice has taught me resilience and reduced the anxiety of unexpected challenges. Cultivating gratitude. In our pursuit of what we don't have, we often overlook what we do. Practicing gratitude, taking time each day to acknowledge the good in our lives, shifts focus from deficiencies to the abundance around us. This simple, yet powerful practice cuts through anxiety and cultivates contentment. Engaging in physical exercise. The Stoics were aware of the strong connection between physical and mental health. Regular exercise, whether it's a daily walk, a workout session, or any physical activity, is key. It releases endorphins, naturally combating anxiety. This is a strategy I personally endorse and have found immensely beneficial. Pause for a moment and think, how often do you worry about factors outside your control? When was the last time you embraced a challenging situation? Reflecting on these questions can help you internalize these Stoic strategies and apply them to your life. Marcus Aurelius, despite being one of the most powerful men in the world, turned to Stoicism to find peace amidst political turmoil. His meditations, composed in moments of solitude, are a testament to finding inner calm in the midst of external chaos. James Stockdale, a modern example, employed Stoic principles to survive years as a prisoner of war. His endurance under severe adversity showcases the practical power of Stoicism. These narratives demonstrate that Stoicism isn't just theoretical, it's a practical, living philosophy. To conclude, managing anxiety in our complex world doesn't require cutting-edge techniques, but a return to time-honored wisdom. Focusing on what we can control, practicing self-reflection, embracing discomfort, cultivating gratitude, and maintaining physical health. These aren't merely Stoic strategies, they are pathways to a more fulfilled and tranquil life. As Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." I encourage you to ponder over these strategies, consider their application in your life, and observe the transformation in your approach to anxiety and life's various challenges. If this conversation has resonated with you, I invite you to subscribe for more insights into practical philosophy. For those interested in exploring Stoicism further, delve into the works of contemporary authors like Ryan Holiday, or revisit the classic texts of Marcus Aurelius and Seneca. Let these teachings guide you as you navigate the ebbs and flows of life. Now, I'd love to hear from you. In the comments below, share how anxiety shows up in your life and which of these strategies you're eager to try. Let's build a community of support and shared growth. For those who want to deepen their understanding, here's a list of recommended resources. The Daily Stoic by Ryan Holiday, Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, Letters from a Stoic by Seneca. Welcome, friends, to a transformative journey into the heart of Stoicism. Today, we're uncovering 5 secrets that this ancient philosophy teaches us about building unshakable confidence. In our fast-paced world, where self-doubt and uncertainty often prevail, Stoicism emerges as a beacon of timeless wisdom. It's not just a philosophical concept, but a life-changing practice that helps us find our inner strength and wisdom. Whether you're grappling with self-doubt, navigating professional challenges, or seeking to fortify your mental resilience, these Stoic secrets can guide you toward a more confident and assured life. Let me share with you how Stoicism helped me find confidence during a personal crisis, offering a perspective that turned my life around. Stoicism, an enduring philosophy from ancient Greece and Rome, teaches the art of living with virtue and resilience. Thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus weren't just philosophers, they were practical life coaches. They taught that real confidence springs from within, independent of external accolades or recognition. Imagine a toolkit for life's complexities and uncertainties. That's Stoicism. It empowers us to develop a confidence that stands firm against external turmoil. My own introduction to Stoicism came at a time of great personal challenge. It wasn't the external solutions that helped me, but the internal strength and clarity I gained through Stoic principles, leading to a more balanced and confident approach to life's ups and downs. 1. Cultivating self-awareness. Self-awareness is the bedrock of confidence. Stoicism teaches us to deeply understand ourselves, our strengths, limitations, and core values. This self-knowledge comes from introspection and honesty. Personally, I've found regular journaling to be an invaluable tool. It's not just about acknowledging our achievements, but also confronting our fears and doubts. This honest self-appraisal empowers us to align our actions with our true selves, leading to a more authentic and confident existence. It's about knowing who you are in your core, beyond societal labels. 2. Embracing the dichotomy of control. The heart of Stoicism lies in discerning what's within our control and surrendering what's not. Confidence flourishes when we focus our energies on areas where we can affect change, our actions, attitudes, and responses. In my professional journey, embracing this principle meant accepting that I couldn't control market trends or client decisions, but could control my preparation and response. This shift in focus alleviates anxiety and fosters a proactive mindset, leading to a deeper sense of self-efficacy and confidence in navigating life's unpredictable waters. 3. Practicing resilience in the face of adversity. Stoicism teaches that adversity is a forge for character and resilience. Embracing challenges as opportunities for growth cultivates confidence. When I faced a major career setback, instead of wallowing in self-pity, I used Stoic principles to reframe the experience as a learning opportunity. This mindset shift transformed a seemingly negative event into a catalyst for personal and professional development. Viewing setbacks not as failures, but as stepping stones to success builds a resilience that underpins a truly unshakable confidence. 4. Developing emotional intelligence. Stoicism advocates for a balanced approach to emotions, promoting mastery over suppression. Emotional intelligence is crucial for confidence, involving the ability to understand and manage one's emotions. Through Stoicism, I learned the importance of reacting to situations with thoughtfulness rather than impulsivity. This has been especially useful in maintaining composure in challenging interactions. Cultivating this skill enables clearer decision-making and better relationship management, leading to a grounded sense of confidence that is not easily disrupted by emotional turbulence. 5. Living in accordance with your values. True confidence emanates from living a life aligned with your personal values, a core Stoic principle. Stoicism encourages us to define what we stand for and to consistently live out these values. For me, this involved making career choices that reflected my deepest beliefs, even when they were contrary to popular opinion or short-term gains. This alignment between actions and values creates a strong sense of integrity and self-assurance, grounding your confidence in something more substantial than external approval or success. Now let's turn the lens on you. Are you focusing on what's within your control? How do you respond to setbacks? Do your daily actions reflect your true values? Reflecting on these questions can deepen your understanding of Stoic principles and their influence on your confidence. I invite you to join me in this introspective journey. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's learn from each other's experiences and grow together. Consider Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, who faced immense political and personal challenges. Despite his supreme power, he is best remembered for his Stoic writings and meditations. These personal reflections reveal a leader whose confidence was grounded not in his imperial authority, but in his philosophical principles. He faced plagues, wars, and betrayals with a calm demeanor and thoughtful actions, guided by Stoic virtues. His leadership during times of crisis and his introspective writings offer a timeless example of how Stoicism can foster a resilient and confident mindset, regardless of external chaos and pressures. A more contemporary story is that of a businessman I once coached, repeatedly failing in his ventures, who initially saw his confidence waver. Embracing Stoicism, he shifted focus from outcomes to efforts and learning, detaching his self-worth from immediate success. Each failure became a lesson, leading to gradual improvements. This mindset eventually cultivated a successful business, demonstrating how Stoic resilience and focus on controllable factors can transform failures into foundations for enduring confidence and success. In conclusion, these 5 Stoic secrets pave the way to a more confident and assured self. By cultivating self-awareness, embracing what we can control, practicing resilience, developing emotional intelligence, and living in accordance with our values, we build a deeply rooted and unshakable confidence. As Epictetus wisely said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Let this guide your journey towards unshakable confidence. Thank you for joining me in exploring Stoicism's secrets to confidence. If you found this valuable, please subscribe for more insights. Dive into the works of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus for further reading. Remember, confidence grows with daily practice. Keep striving, reflecting, and let Stoicism illuminate your path.
The Stoic Method.
Hello and welcome, gentlemen. Today, we're tackling a challenge that many of us face in our daily lives: anxiety. In the relentless hustle of the 21st century, it's become a silent epidemic. But imagine if ancient wisdom could provide us with the tools to combat this modern ailment. That's exactly what we'll explore today. 5 potent Stoic strategies to manage and reduce everyday anxiety. Drawing from the profound teachings of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, we will delve into how these timeless principles can guide us toward maintaining inner peace and tackling life's uncertainties with confidence. This discussion is particularly crucial for our demographic.
The Stoic Method.
Hello and welcome, everyone. Today, we embark on an insightful journey into the realm of Stoicism. This ancient philosophy, embraced by great minds like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, provides profound guidance for life's challenges. However, it's not immune to misunderstandings. Stoicism, with its rich history and deep insights, is applicable to a broad spectrum of individuals. Our exploration today focuses on 6 common misinterpretations that even the most disciplined practitioners of Stoicism can encounter, and how correcting these can lead to a more effective and fulfilling Stoic practice. Stoicism, established in the early 3rd century BC, is more than a philosophy. It's a way of life. It teaches the development of self-control and resilience as a means to overcome destructive emotions. Stoicism is about recognizing our power over our minds, not external events, as beautifully articulated by Marcus Aurelius. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. But Stoicism is not just about enduring adversity, it's about thriving amidst it, by cultivating a resilient and rational mindset. 1. Ignoring emotions. Stoicism is often misunderstood as promoting emotional detachment or indifference. In reality, Stoicism encourages a deep understanding and management of emotions, not their suppression. It's about acknowledging your feelings, comprehending their roots, and then choosing a response that aligns with rational thought and virtue. For instance, a Stoic might feel anger but will pause to understand its source before reacting, thus maintaining composure and making a decision that aligns with their values and principles, rather than being driven by the heat of the moment. 2. Overemphasis on self-reliance. A common misinterpretation of Stoicism is its perceived overemphasis on self-reliance, often misconstrued as a dismissal of communal support and relationships. However, Stoicism, in its essence, values the strength and support that come from a community. It advocates for a balance between self-sufficiency and mutual assistance. Stoics believe in enduring hardships independently when necessary, but they also recognize the importance of leaning on others and offering support in return, creating a harmonious and resilient community. 3. Neglecting pleasure. Stoicism is frequently misinterpreted as a philosophy that advocates for a life devoid of pleasure. Contrary to this, Stoicism teaches the pursuit of joy in things that are truly valuable and enriching, like personal growth, virtuous living, and meaningful community involvement. It's not about renouncing all pleasures, but about distinguishing between fleeting, superficial pleasures and those that contribute positively to one's life and character. Thus, a Stoic finds joy in simplicity, virtue, and the pursuit of wisdom, rather than in hedonistic indulgences. 4. Indifference to others' opinions. It's often thought that Stoics disregard others' opinions, appearing indifferent or even arrogant. However, Stoicism teaches discernment in valuing opinions. It's about understanding which opinions are constructive and can lead to personal growth, and which are unhelpful or malicious. A Stoic values feedback that is insightful and constructive, using it as a tool for self-improvement, while maintaining the wisdom to not be swayed by baseless criticism or flattery. 5. Misinterpreting control. A prevalent misconception is the belief that Stoics claim control over more than is realistically possible. Stoicism, in truth, emphasizes focusing on what is within one's control, typically one's own actions, thoughts, and reactions. It teaches acceptance of external events as they are, understanding that our power lies in our response to these events. This philosophy encourages a realistic assessment of one's influence over situations, fostering a sense of peace and resilience in the face of life's unpredictability. 6. Excessive focus on logic. Stoicism is sometimes perceived as prioritizing logic excessively, seemingly neglecting the emotional aspects of human experience. In actuality, Stoicism advocates for a balance between rational thought and emotional intelligence. It recognizes that while logical thinking is crucial, understanding and empathizing with human emotions is equally important. Stoics strive for a holistic approach to life, where rationality is harmonized with a deep understanding of and compassion for the human condition, leading to more meaningful and fulfilling interactions and relationships. Now let's take a moment for introspection. How do you perceive and respond to your emotions? Do you find a balance between self-reliance and seeking support? What brings you true joy, and how does it align with Stoic principles? Reflect on these questions to understand how you might be unknowingly misapplying Stoic principles in your life. Let's turn to Seneca, a Stoic philosopher who navigated the complexities of wealth and influence. His life and writings demonstrate the balance between enjoying life's pleasures without being dominated by them. Seneca's teachings encourage us to find joy in the simple and the grand, always with an eye toward virtue and self-improvement. Marcus Aurelius, known as the Philosopher King, offers another insightful case study. His personal writings, known as Meditations, are replete with reflections that demonstrate how Stoicism can be integrated into daily life, even amidst immense responsibilities and challenges. Aurelius consistently reflected on his actions, thoughts, and the teachings of Stoicism, striving to live a life of virtue and rationality. His commitment to self-reflection and constant improvement, even as a powerful emperor, underscores the Stoic belief in the importance of inner development over external power and wealth. In closing, Stoicism offers a robust framework for personal development and can be an invaluable guide in our modern world. However, it's essential to be aware of and correct these 6 common misinterpretations to practice a more authentic and effective form of Stoicism. As Epictetus so wisely said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Embrace these insights as you navigate your path, and remember, the journey to wisdom is ongoing. Embrace it with an open heart and mind. If this exploration into Stoicism resonates with you, please consider subscribing for more insightful content. For those interested in a deeper dive, alongside contemporary authors like Ryan Holiday, I also recommend exploring the original texts of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus for a comprehensive understanding of Stoicism. Remember, embracing wisdom is a lifelong journey. Thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to our continued exploration of philosophy and personal growth.